So guys, welcome to this tutorial to understand how to start using our QTS Cloud. In this video, I'll show you how you can download the QTS Cloud from QNAP website and how you can uh, buy or purchase a license and how you can activate it. Okay, so let's start. In the beginning, you can just go to Google and search for QTS Cloud QNAP, and you will find that there'll be a website which will be available for you, and that will be this website. Sorry, the this one. Because QTS Cloud is not released at the moment, so this is our internal website. But later on, you will be able to find qnap.com solution slash qts cloud dot slash en. So this will be our website from where you can download the QTS Cloud. This is our landing page. So what you need to do is you can scroll down, and once you scroll down you will be able to see the download links here. And let me see, show you here. Okay, so there's a download link here. Once you click on this, the QTS Cloud image will be downloaded. Okay, so that's the first step you need to do. At the moment, we don't need to download because the size of the image is maybe around 400 MB or 500 MB. So for the sake of tutorial, there's no need to show you the live download. So once it's downloaded, the next step you can do is you need to go and purchase the license for this. So you can go to QNAP's software store. If you want to search for the software store, just go here, software store, and QNAP. You can search for QNAP software store here, and once you click here you will be redirected to the software store. So this is our QNAP's software store, but at this moment, because as I said, the QTS Cloud is not released, so QTS Cloud is not here. So on our internal website I can show you, but once it's released within a week, it'll appear exactly the same. So this is our staging website here, and you can go to the Cloud NAS section. So once you click on this Cloud NAS section, you will be able to see this QTS Cloud. This all these are QTS Cloud related items. So you can just go and click on QTS Cloud. Okay, and yeah, so this is the QTS Cloud software store page, and here you can purchase the QTS Cloud license. As you can see here, there are different plans. For the sake of this video, I will just show you one plan. Let's say 1 core 1 day plan or 24 core 1 day plan. This is a test plan for the sake of the video we have created. And on the on the bottom of this page also you can see the download link for QTS Cloud. So if you are using it for let's say HyperV, you can download the VHD format. If you're using it for VMware, you can download the VMDK format, depending on where you plan to host it. If you plan to host it on Microsoft Azure or Ali Cloud, you can use the VHD format, so you can download this link. Okay, so doesn't matter which image format you download, you can use the same license. I mean, the license, by purchasing the license, is the same. Okay, so what you need to do is, first you need to sign in here with your QID, and let's say I sign in here with my QID on the software store. And yeah, so once I have signed in, I can go to Cloud NAS here at the top, click on QTS Cloud here, and then I can select one plan. As I said, for the sake of this video, let's check out this plan and add to cart here. Okay, so this is just a test plan for which can give us 1 day trial. Okay, so once you add to the cart, you can go to the cart here and you can go to checkout. Okay, so this is the standard any online e-commerce website will show you the same procedure. So we use the same procedure. You can just, if you have a coupon code, you use the coupon code and just click here and pay with the PayPal. Okay, so once you make the payment, once your payment is finished, what you will need to do is you can then go to the QNAP's license store. So let me show you the QNAP license store website here. Yeah, so you can go to QNAP license store here, and as you see, I have already signed in because I signed into a software store. I'll automatically sign in. So once I go to my license store, I will be able to see all the licenses that I have purchased. So you can see my licenses expired and ordered ones. Okay, now this is, again, this is the external website. What I need to do is I need to go to the internal license website for the sake of this video. Okay, so let's say this is the one which I'm talking about, the alpha. So because it's currently hosted on alpha, so you can use this one. Okay, so you go here, and yes, as you can see now, these are, whenever you make a purchase on software store, you will see those here. Okay, and let's assume that this is the one we purchased. Okay, so this is the one you purchased. You can click on this one, and you can, okay, you can click on this one, and then you can go to activation and installation, license details, activation and installation, and click on activate on QNAP device here, and then activate using license key and click on the next button, and this is your license key. So what you do, just copy paste this license key for future use. Okay, yeah, so in order to start a virtual machine on Hyper-V, first go to your Windows search bar and type Hyper-V, and the Hyper-V manager will open, and just click on, you will be able to see your server, and just click on next, a new, and click on virtual machine. You can give any name to your virtual machine. Let's say QTScloud underscore one, sorry, yeah, and then click on next and choose the generation 1. Okay, and we'll like to set up a memory as a 2 GB, and the connection you can choose as default switch and click on next. And we have to use a existing virtual hard disk, so you have to use the image that has been downloaded from the landing page of QTS Cloud, or from the software store. And once you select your image, just move forward, and yeah, so that's it. So your virtual machine is created. So currently you can see the state is off. So you can go here and click on the start button to start the virtual machine, and you'll see the state is now showing starting, and now it's running. So you'll see everything. You'll see the CPU usage and uptime, and in the networking tab at the bottom you can see the status is no communication. It will take some time to set the status as okay, and you can see the MAC address also here. Okay, so you can see the memory, you can see the summary, so all the details of your virtual machine are here. And now you can see the status is okay, the networking status. Now click on connect. So I think now next what we need to do is we need to connect with this virtual machine. So click on the connect button. So once you click on the connect button, the terminal will open, and the Hyper-V will try to connect to this VM. And yeah, we can close the other windows in the meantime. So this is first time starting, so it takes some time for the VM to boot. So basically it's like booting up. When you boot up a machine, when you boot up a Linux machine, this is the same thing. The only the difference is it's happening on the command line, so it will take some time to boot up. Uh, the reason we want to boot up is because we want to log in, and after login we want to see the IP address of this virtual machine. Once we know the IP address of this virtual machine, we can type that IP address in our web browser, and then we can uh, go to the user interface of our virtual machine. So the default password will be the MAC address, and removing the colons. Okay, so keep that in mind. That's the default password of QTS Cloud. So once I enter the password, I will be able to log in, and you can see I have logged in, and just type this iconfig -a, and you can see the IP address in Ethernet 0 section. So IP address is 172.17 uh, 172.17. Oh, I think I typed the wrong IP address. It's 172 17.202.9. Oh, I think I not sure what mistake I made. Let me see. 172.17.202.9. Okay, I think I was entering the wrong. Yeah, so that's the user interface we are talking about. And as you can see, at the moment there is no hard drive attached. Okay, because I just started the virtual machine and I didn't attach any hard disk. So what you need to do is go back to your VM Hyper-V manager, and in the settings you can see at the moment there is no hardware or a separate hard drive attached. If you want to attach a hard drive, it's disabled at the moment. So first you need to turn off the VM. Once you turn off the VM, then you will be able to add a hard disk. So now go to settings and click on add hardware, and you can see SCSI controller, and click on add hard drive, and you can select a virtual hard disk and add a new one. Click next. You can select VHD format, VHDX. Okay, you can skip these steps and just give it some name. Okay, and let's say disk1.vhdx, and please assign 200 GB. That's what we recommend as the minimum. At least one disk with 200 GB is required. Okay, and now a new virtual hard disk will be created. Okay, I think there is some error. Let's check what is the problem. Normally there should not be any issue. Let's see. uh, I think everything looks okay. Let's see again. Let's Yeah, I think everything looks okay. VHDX, the settings are okay. I don't know what is the problem. Let's see. Probably the name. Let's try a different name. I think uh, size is also okay. I I think I yeah, I think let's try to change the name of the disk. I think it could be the name which could be causing the problem. Let's go back and try to change the name of the disk. So this is very important. Let's see, disk. Let's call it my disk. Okay, and click on next, and let's see if it's done. Yeah, so it's completed. So I think the problem was, I think the name, maybe you can't name it disk one. Maybe it's some, I think some limitation from Hyper-V Manager. So now I have attached a 200 GB hard disk along with my VM. So now you can go to settings and you can see that the hard disk is attached. Okay, so just now we'll again start the VM virtual machine. And once we start our virtual machine, you will be able to see its state is running. I think mostly once you start again, the IP address will remain the same, but just to confirm, what we can do is we can try to connect, but I think it's not connecting. So either the IP address is new one, or maybe it still needs some time to start. So let's go to connect, and once we connect, we can again log in using admin and the default password as the MAC address without the colons. So once we log in, we will be able to check the IP address. So let's wait for the virtual VM to start. So I think it should be faster this time, because I think this is the second time, so it shouldn't take much time to boot up the VM. And yeah, so let's wait for the VM to boot up, and very soon we'll see the login terminal. Okay, now we have reached the login terminal. Just enter your admin and password as MAC address without the colons, and enter your ifconfig -a, and you will be able to see the IP address is still the same, so we can just re-enter. And yeah, so I think it's started now. When I click on start installation, it will ask me for the license key. So because it will ask you for the license key, so as I said, QTScloud is not a free application, it's a paid application. You need to buy the license.
Yes.
So what you can do is you can go to our QNAP's software store, and you can purchase the license. And once you purchase the license, you can go to the QNAP's license manager, and you can see I have purchased this one license here. Okay,
yes.
so what I can do is I can just go and click here, activation, and activate on QNAP device here. and activate using license key. Okay, so you can go to the license manager and you can copy paste this thing, and you can copy paste it here. So I have to copy paste one by one. So here, and I click here, and then this one. Okay, so we need to purchase the license, and we have to purchase the license from the software store. Okay,
I think that how much for the license
Oh,
will always be the most important topic.
yeah, so we'll come to that later after the
Yeah.
demo. We have one slide just for the pricing part. Okay,
But don't worry, because I know the price is really
it's really affordable.
Yes,
It's very affordable. It's not at all expensive.
it's more than
Yeah.
affordable. I think it's really favorable.
Yeah. So what the end users will have to do is, once they purchase the license, they have to enter the license key and click on the submit button. And once it clicks on the submit button, and you can see the installation begins. Okay.
Yes, yes.
So this is what I. So once your setup is ready, you will be redirected to NAS user login, and you can enter your username and password that you had set up while you were initializing the NAS. And yeah, it will take some time to log in first time, because a lot of processes are running, a lot of applications will run for the very first time. So yeah, so this is our NAS. So the first thing you need to do is, once you have logged into your QTScloud NAS for the very first time, you need to create a storage pool and volumes. So you can go to storage and snapshot, you can close this and click on adding a storage pool. And click on next. You can choose the volume, this is, and that we have attached, and click on next, create. Okay, and this way the storage pool will start creating. When we created the NAS, we had attached one 200 GB of disk along with that. So this storage pool is going to use. Yeah, I think storage pool is already created. So next what we have to do is we have to create the volume inside the storage pool. So we click on this icon to create volume, and you can see storage pool 1 is already created. So next is yeah, we can create the volume. So you can go click next, next, finish. This is completely depending on what kind of you know uh, space the user wants to assign to their uh, for their NAS, depending on their use case. So here we just try to yeah, so once the storage pool and volume are created, you can go to your file station and you will be able to see the folders, the default folders which have been created in your NAS. So this is just one folder I created recently, and what will happen is, like, now what I want to demo is a use case that how you can create a file drive for your employees. So let's say we have a use case that we want that this QTS Cloud NAS should be accessible by all your employees in your company, and they should be able to connect, or they should be able to transfer the files directly to the QTS Cloud. So one way to do that is we can use Samba to transfer the files from local machines, from your local employee machines to the QTS Cloud NAS. So in order to do that, first go to your control panel and make sure we enable the NFS Microsoft file service here. Okay, and you can enter workgroup and just click on apply. And once this is done, then from your local machine you should be able to directly access the uh, QTScloud NAS, that means you can mount the QTScloud NAS directly on your local machines. So I'll show you how that's done. So once we enable the NFS file services, once we enable the Microsoft networking, so we would now mount this NAS onto this local machine, so which is a Mac machine. So what I'll do is I'll go to Finder and click on connect to server, and here I will input the user the IP address of this NAS with this SMB protocol. Okay, click on connect, and as you can see I can log into this. So at the moment I have not created many users, so just log in with admin user. If you have many users, if you have you created different users, you can different users can log in with their own accounts as well. So just click on the connect button, and as you can see these are the folders. So let's say I want to open the folder name all. Okay, and so now as you can see this folder is directly now mounted on my laptop. Okay, you can see here. So this is the server mounted on my laptop. So what I can do is now if I want to transfer some files here, I can directly do it. So uh, let me show some files. Let me show how we can transfer some files. So for example, mm, let's say we transfer this file here. It's a PDF file. Okay, and it's a very small file, 96 KB, but we are currently on Wi-Fi, so maybe the connection could be a little slower, so please pardon that. Okay, so yeah, so you can see my file is already transferred here. So this is HK Kailash visa, so this is the visa for my mom basically. So you can open here, you can see this file is already present in my NAS. So the next thing what we can do is, like, what normally your servers or file your data servers on premise will not have is, they will not have a file drive kind of system. So what I can do is I can click here and I can share this file with anybody. What I can do, I can create a share link, and I can create this share link using this domain IP. I can decide for how long this link will be valid, let's say 3 days, and I can keep a password as well, and I can give this password name QNAP, and I can create a share link, and I can just copy paste and I can close it, and anybody, I can share it with anybody, and they can directly access this file. And since I have password protected, so they can enter the password is QNAP, and now you can see they can directly access this file. Okay, so that's what we call like a file drive kind of system. They can directly access, and you can see here you can directly open the file also. So that's really easy. Okay, so that's what we meant by having a file drive kind of system. So this was one use case which we wanted to demo today. um, I think because we are running short of time, so we'll move back to the slides. But there are a lot of other use cases that can be, that is possible, and maybe in coming videos we'll would like to show you more demo of more different use cases. So let's get back to the slides.